All right, welcome in. I'm the Kodiak, and here's your NFL news today for May 3rd, 2024. So, Odell Beckham Jr. has signed with the Miami Dolphins, and Chase Claypool has signed with the Buffalo Bills. Now, neither of these are very impactful signings. I don't know if Odell Beckham Jr. is even going to have a spot on the Dolphins' 53-man roster week one, especially since they brought in a few rookies in the draft. And honestly, at this point, Odell Beckham Jr. has had so many injuries, and even with the Ravens this past year, he had a few good games, but he clearly is not what he used to be. He had a great prime run, but his days are pretty numbered. And Chase Claypool has also signed with the Buffalo Bills, so that's a pretty interesting pickup. I, once again, expect him to be nothing more than just a regular camp body, one that's brought in to, maybe push some of those other guys, maybe push guys like Khalil Shakir, and hopefully he can make them be better. But ultimately, Claypool is also kind of a toxic locker room presence, so I don't really know what to think about that one. Another interesting thing I saw was that Malachi Corley is going to be staying in Aaron Rodgers' guest house to begin his career in New York, and that's also, I don't know how to think about that, because I don't know what it would be like living in Aaron Rodgers' guest house, but either way, that's pretty cool that they're all already building a connection. And hopefully, Malachi Corley can lead from Aaron Rodgers, because the wide receiver 2 spot on the New York Jets has been a little bare and thin over the past few years. So, I don't know. Well, it'll just be interesting to see how that happens. Hopefully, Malachi Corley can take that next step, and he's probably originally going to start out as a wide receiver 3, but Mike Williams has not necessarily been a model of consistent health. He necessarily hasn't been durable. Another thing is that the NFL Network layoffs are continuing. And here's the thing about NFL Network. I don't really know of anyone who still tunes into NFL Network to get their sports analysis, mainly because all the best people now are on YouTube, or they're on podcasts, or I don't know, they're writing for local fan blogs. So the best sports analysis is not on NFL Network anymore. NFL Network is just something that restaurants can just throw on the TV so that people can get something football related during the offseason. And the only time I really tune into NFL Network is during training camps, because I like to see, I like to hear about all the camp battles, and, if there's something going on that morning in particular that I'm interested in, it's just football content, which is good to see. But also, ABC is not going to be broadcasting as many Monday Night Football games in 2024. They're only going to have 5 to 6 this year due to the writer's strike, so no more concurrent broadcast with ESPN. And I don't know how I feel about this. ABC knows that football is wildly popular, and I don't understand why you wouldn't try to dip your toes in something like that. But regardless, looks like if you do not have cable, watching Monday Night Football games might be a bit of a pain for you next year. So yeah, that's kind of an overview about everything that's going on in the NFL today, and I will see you in my video later.